Hey y'all, and welcome back for another adventure in the cookie jar. Today we are working on the 6th recipe from the key lime pie murder. They are called Bernadette's Popovers. Page. And these 2 pages. So, the first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 450, rack in the middle position. Okay, so this recipe does have a couple of notes on it. So the first one says, before I got this recipe, my popovers always looked as if they'd been run over by Earl Flessenberg's tow truck. Now they're high, light, golden brown, and gorgeous. So, I know, I've heard of a thing called a popover pan. This recipe doesn't use one of those. It just uses a regular 12-count muffin cup. Okay, so the second note is you should mix this recipe by hand with a whisk. If you use an electric mixer, it will add too much air to the eggs. And the final note is these popovers are also good at room temperature. I haven't done this yet, but I'm going to try filling them with egg salad, tuna salad, or salmon salad. If it works, it'll be a great dish for a brunch. So, you are, like I said, going to need a 12-count muffin tin. You're going to spray that with Pam. For the ingredients, you need 4 eggs. And it says, if you think your eggs might be too small or too large, you can easily check them by mixing them up in a measuring cup. 4 eggs should measure approximately 1 cup. If yours don't, adjust by adding more egg or pouring some out. Mine actually needed 5 eggs to make a cup. So then you're going to want 2 cups of milk, 2 cups of flour, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And then you're just going to whisk the eggs, and then you're going to add the milk and whisk that, and then you're going to stir in with a wooden spoon. It says flour and salt. Transfer it to a batter with a container with a spout. Pour the muffin cups, filling them almost to the top. And then you're going to bake them at 450 for 30 minutes. Don't peek while they're baking or they'll fall. And then it says you take them out, put them on a cold burner or a rack, and pierce the top of each popover with a sharp knife to release the steam. And then it says let the popover stand in the pan for a minute or 2, and then tip them out into a napkin-lined basket. Serve with sweet butter, salted butter, fruit butters, jams, jellies, or cream cheese. Yield 12 large popovers that everyone will love. So, let's get started. The things we'll be using today. Okay, so we have our 1 cup of eggs in the bowl. We're taking our whiskey whisk. We're looking for a light and uniform, but not yet fluffy. It says it should take no more than a minute. So, next, we're going to add 2 cups of milk. It says to measure your flour and then dump that right in. And then on top of that, we're just going to throw the salt. And then with a wooden spoon, it says to stir it up for a moment or 2 until the flour has been moistened and incorporated. If you still have lumps, it says it's fine. How many lumps are too many lumps? Is my question. Because they say the same thing with pancake batter. Lumps are okay. But at like what point is it too many lumps? All right, we're gonna call that done. We have our cup with the pour spout. This is the part I'm not good at. Oh. Oops. There will probably be massive readjustments to these because I am making a glorified mess. And I do not think these are anywhere near where they're supposed to be. I think they're too full. And I'm just spilling it everywhere for funsies. I don't quite know what to make of this. One humongous mess later. Try to clean this up a little bit. I don't even know where to start. Oh my goodness. Okay, so in the effort of trying to clean that, I might be making a bigger mess. This is what we have going into the oven. And I put it on a baking tray because I do not trust how full these cavities are for 12. So they will go into the oven for exactly 30 minutes, no peeking, and we'll see what we come out with. So I pulled them out of the oven. I stabbed them with a sharp knife. And not sure exactly what went wrong where. But this is what we have right now. So it's just to let them sit for 2 minutes and then dump them out. So they are hollow on the inside. I can see what she was talking about, filling them with like salads and stuff. They do have specks of flour in them, which is, I assume, were the lumps. But they said that was okay, so that's kind of weird to me though. I don't really like that. They are still really warm. They said they'd go good with fruit and jellies, so I have the strawberry cream cheese I'm gonna put on it. Let's try to get a little plain piece first. It's crunchy, it's eggy. It definitely would have to be for like a brunch thing and definitely filled with something. Because by themselves, they're very plain. And all they taste of is egg. It's like if you put an egg bagel into a roll. That's what those taste like. I definitely think that this recipe makes more than 12 unless you have like really huge muffin pans. That's the only thing I can get because it said it made 12. I took a 12 count muffin pan. I filled them to the brim. It said almost full, but it said it made 12. I had 12. I put 12. That's what we ended up with. Whew. So I definitely think this could have been better if I had used 2 muffin pans and made like 16, maybe 24. I definitely think that would have been better. Yeah, I think that's it. Next week, we are making the Cappuccino Royales, which I think is a chocolate and coffee cookie. Sounds really good. I hope you join us next week to see what they are. Bye, guys. Hope you have a good one.